everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today we are walking through the weekly notebook and the yearly notebook from PaperTess. Now this is a company I found last year and I was so tempted to get her planners. I had already blown through all of my planner spending budget and it just did not work out. And then when I thought about it more in the year, they ended up selling out of everything. So this is their second year producing planners and I went ahead and snagged them as soon as they were available. So I got one of each of the typical planners, the weeks size and also the B6 size here. Now I'm gonna really quick show you guys my unboxing and then we'll hop back into talking about these guys. I had to remove the actual package because there's shipping labels and customs forms on both sides of the package, but when I was unwrapping it, I could tell that it was wet. So I'm so disappointed. This came from a really long way away. This is from PaperTess Designs and they are a German-based company. And yeah, this tissue paper, soggy wet. This is why it's great that they stick planners in plastic wrapping because I think the planner is fine. This is soaking wet, which is disgusting. I'm really hoping the inside of this is fine. This all just wet. I'm hoping none of the moisture actually got in, which I think we're safe. But I'm so disappointed when I felt that. It's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be real wet. I don't know how long it was wet because this crinkle paper is soggy. And I'll block out. Right. I removed all of that, so you can see my shipping notice. The whole thing got soggy at the top and the bottom, all wet. These look like they're intact, which is great. And there's like glitter on that tissue paper. So there's little glitter hex shapes falling out. So I did end up getting an A5 notebook. I got the chapter 24 yearly B6. I also got the weekly notebook. So we're gonna walk through and review all of these, but I'm just unboxing tonight because I wanted to open it. And I guess it's a good thing I did. None of this is wet. Okay, I think everything's okay. And I only got the sand color covers, clearly. I really just liked the neutral. Love the rose gold on there. It's pretty. So B6, all in one book there. And then this is just a notebook. And I think it's intact. It has the rose gold edging. She did not do the rose gold edging on the 2024s, which I was super disappointed with. I really love the rose gold. That's gorgeous. I like that. Oh, see, this one did get wet. Oh, man. Yeah. This got wet. This is all crinkly in that, like, top section. Dang. All right, well, I will write to her and see what we can do about that. If we can file something and get another one shipped. Yeah, dang it, this whole thing got wet. Okay, well, that's too bad. Hopefully she has replacements or I can file a claim or something. Yeah. Look at it, dang it, the whole thing. That's too bad. I will definitely write to her about that. That's unfortunate that that happened. I don't know what they did. Did they dunk it in water? Because it was like soggy all the way inside the package. And this all got wet. Okay, well, it's just a notebook, graded notebook. That's what the pages look like, not numbered. I think it's like 500 and something pages, but I will leave that upright to let it air dry as much as it can because it's still wet. And then this doesn't look like it got any moisture on the book at all. Let's see, this one, nope. Looks okay. All right, just the one book. And unfortunately, my notebook is still damaged, so I did end up writing to them and they were super quick to respond and send me out another notebook. And now because they're shipping from Germany, it's gonna take a while for the new notebook to get here, but this is the after effects. This is completely dry at this point, but all the pages are kind of crunchy at the edges and the cover, the front and the back cover is both stained and damaged. And also there's some staining from my little paper slip that was in there. It ended up damaging and getting like ink colored on the spine of this one too. So this one's all sorts of damaged. I will end up holding on to it because I could probably still use it, but unfortunately it did get damaged and they are sending a replacement. It just didn't get here in time for this video. I already have a shipping number. It's just gonna take a while to get here. It did take a few weeks for everything to arrive, but unfortunately this one is a dud. It got ruined. One of the things about This year's planner that's different from last year is last year you could get the rose gold edge, and this year there is no option for that, unfortunately. And I think the rose gold looks so pretty. This is the sand color. They also offer a green. I just wasn't interested in the green, but I love the rose gold against the sand, and I would have loved to see the rose gold on the edges. I know why she didn't do it. It does take longer to produce. I know they were having tons of trouble with the new Tomoe River paper planner. The demand was just so high this year that a lot of companies had their production delayed. And so unfortunately, the rose gold is only on their notebooks right now and not on the new planners. So let's go ahead and walk through each of these. I didn't get these with a specific purpose in mind. I just got them because I wanted to review them last year and didn't get to it. And it was just one of those planners that I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. I want to use them and play around with them. But I don't have a dedicated purpose for either one of these moving into 2024. So we've got the week size, which is called the weekly notebook, and then the B6 size, which is called the yearly notebook. And they are both full year planners. They are some of the most unique Tomoe River paper planner options available. So let's go ahead and start with the weeks size. I do have a few different weeks that we will compare this to at a future date, but for now I'm just going to walk you through how this one is cover to cover. So you get the little coverlet thicker sheet in the front that always is glued to that page. This is the cover page. This notebook belongs to blank. Weekly Planner 2024 by PaperTess Designs. And then you have the year 2024 overview. So this page doesn't have any grids, and then this page gives you half of a grid. And because the Tomoe River paper is that thin, almost Bible-y, crunchy type of paper, you do get a ton of ghosting. So none of that's printed on this side of the paper. It's just a grid. You can see that. But this is unlined here, so you can use this. You can dot pin this and color code this to your heart's content, and you have room to make a key on there as well. And then you get your yearly overview pages, and these are really fun because you can use them as habit trackers. It gives you enough room for 9 little habits you can track. It has the numbers in one column and then the days of the week in the second column dot grid. And then you have this space up at the top. You can use that for writing in what habits you're tracking. You can write your habits stuff in here and maybe have a key at some place, maybe on the other side. You could have a little key for what habits you're tracking. And then this could be like your main goals of the month or your main important things of the month each month. It doesn't have to go along with this habit tracking part of it, but you get those pages for all of the months in the year all the way to December, and then you move into your monthly calendars, and these ones are super teeny tiny. I don't know that I would be able to use this realistically because it's just so small. I'm not a small handwriting person, so this is just something that I'd maybe color code if I needed it, but I couldn't really write a whole lot of information as far as like using this as my only planner. I'm thinking I could not use this monthly very much. This one is a Monday start. You get your Saturday and Sunday together, and then it also has the week's numbers here. So it does give you December, and it also does give you January as well. So you get the month before and month after 2024. So your week numbers are there too. It says W and then the number, and then that goes with whatever week you're at. You get plenty of sidebar and bottom space here. And then also if it's a 6-week month, you have room for that 6th week down at the bottom of the calendar there. So that's all your months all chunked up together in the front of the planner. Some people like it chunked, some people don't, so it's just something to note. Then moving in, you get your weeks, and this is the weekly layout. And this is where I think this planner is really unique. It's super structured, so I just honestly don't know how I would use all of this side stuff here. I could totally see this being somewhere where I write my tasks of the day, like appointments, kids' activities, places we have to be, all of that timed stuff would go in this part, and then I could have a weekly checklist here, or weekly to-do list here. This could be like work tasks, home tasks, places to go, calls to make, like all sorts of things in these little checklist areas. This is a schedule thing, which I don't see myself ever using. I don't really tend to like track hours of anything. Of course, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't need to track hours of anything, but if you're somebody who has work schedules that vary, this could be a great way to be able to see your whole week together. You could put in your hours, and then, you know, if you work early one day, late one day, you could track that on here. Or if you're somebody who runs your own business, if you want to track your hours, or if you're an independent contractor and you need to track your hours, this is a great idea to have it there, but it's just something that wastes space for me because honestly, I just wouldn't use it very much. I have kids home with me so much of the time. My tiny one's in preschool, but she only goes 2 mornings a week, so it's not very much of the time. So I could not see myself using this until she is off to kindergarten full time. Then I'd be able to like time block my own time, but it's just something that does not appeal to me at all up here. I think it's a great thing. So of course I want to review it for you guys and show it to you because it is a great, unique option. It's just personally not something I would like. If I was thinking of what planner needs I have, that would not be it for me. I do like this side. I just don't see myself using this side very much. And it does start in December. This is December 2023, which I did not realize you get the full month weeks of December. Then you move into January. There's nothing like in between the months. It just goes from month to month, all these weekly pages. All the weekly pages all the way through. I'm going to see. Oh, it does tell you what week number up here at the corner, which is great. And then you move into the January and you just get the last week of December here. So December ends on a Tuesday, and then you get 5 days in January to fill out that week. Then you move into your grid pages in the back. You get a nice big chunk of grid pages we're going to see. It is numbered in the back here. It goes to 227. So you get 227 pages. Not quite enough for 1 page a day, but still a nice big chunk of notes in the back. So if I were using this, I could see myself using this side, maybe using the checklists here and there, maybe using this for notes. I would totally not use this at all, and then I would use a weekly page back here at least, and use pages back here if I needed. But I think it's a great option. I think it's beautiful. I love the cover designs. I love the rose gold on it. Nothing on the spine there, and then the PaperTess on the back, by the way. That's just very minimal, sleek, all just black and white grayscale layout, so nothing bright and in your face. You can customize it. There's no headers on any of these sections or anything, so you can totally use these how you want. This could even be just like a sleep tracker, like each line counts as an hour and you track your sleep. I could see somebody using it like that. It's just not my personal cup of tea to have it take up this much room on the page. You know, that's almost half of the page. But I could totally see where people would find value in this layout, and I think it's a great, unique option, so I want to review it for you guys. And now the one I'm really excited about is actually the B6. This is one I was just drooling over last year. This is a dispersed planner, which is hard to come by, so I do like that option as well. So moving into this one, it's called the Yearly Notebook. It is the B6. It is a full year. This one does have writing on the side. It's chapter 24 for the year 2024, a yearly notebook, full year edition by PaperTess Designs, B6. It has all the information, PaperTess Designs on the back. Again, rose gold, beautiful with the sand color. I just think it's gorgeous. And then unlike the other one, this one has the little thumb tabs, so you can see month to month in here, and everything is dispersed. So it's really just such a lovely design planner. I would love to see this exact one in A5 size, because A5 is where my heart is, but this one's a great option, and I do plan on playing around with this one some. Same kind of beginning pages. You get that little thicker cover sheet with your place where you write your information. It's kind of glued together. It's just how these books are bound. And then you get an index page here. I don't know if you got an index page in this one. Let's see. Nope, you get your year at a glance with like half an index. Okay, so this one you get a full index page. Then you get your monthlies here, and these ones are done a little bit different. You get space underneath each of the months. This one gives you a lot more room, of course, so it's nice to have that little extra space. You can write in birthdays, anniversaries, anything you're gonna need throughout the year on this overview. And then you get these habit tracker pages, and this one gives you 3 to a page, so it's just a 2-page spread. Done the exact same way. You get the box at the top, you get room, you could like code this if you want to, and then every day of the year is tracked on these pages. So it's great for habit tracking. If you're tracking mileage for something, like I'm a Peloton person, I would totally be able to track mileage on here, different workouts. You also get this blank page, and you're going to get these kind of like 2-page spreads in between some of these months and things. So you get your 2-page spread, you get your December month, and this monthly is the same setup. You get your Monday start, weekends together, sidebar, and also the little lower section, and then the week numbers are also on the side there. So this one does not give you all of the pages for December. You move right into January. So you get your monthly, you get a 2-page spread, which you'll see there's some of these empty pages just for notes and things, and then you move into your January, and this is where it starts being the whole month is chunked together, so you get that dispersed pages. So here's a look at the monthly. Let's jump really quick. Okay, so that's 1. We're going to go to 9 because I know 9 is separated. Let's see. Okay, so here's the monthly. This one's done like similarly to the last book, but it's not exactly the right number of squares. This one has 6 squares. This one only has 5. So you're losing 1 grid line down here in case you're like using boxes. I don't foresee many people using boxes, but you'll have to cut something if you're using a little box sticker. It won't quite fit in that last box. Okay, so moving back to where we were. Okay, so here's how the months are going to line up. And I love this way where everything's chunked together. So if you're putting tabs on your planner, you only need 1 set of tabs. You don't need a set for all of the monthlies and all of the weeklies and then all of the dailies. People will do like 3 rows of tabs, which seems like too much for me, but this one I would totally tab up since every month section is together. So your monthly calendars with your weekly pages and your daily pages, which is great. So let's walk through this. I already talked about the calendar itself. Then you get that 2-page spread that's blank. Then you move into your weekly spread. So this one's set up really cool. This is the weekly page right here. Like, ignore this. This is just a grid page, but this is your weekly page. So it has the month, it has the week, it has this blank up here, and this is not lined, if you can see that. This is not lined or gridded or anything, but you can see the grids behind it, so I would totally use that. It does happen to line up with the grid spacing. So this line perfectly lines up across. So if you want to draw your line and extend it for each day of the week, you totally can, or you can use this like a weekly to-do list, some tracking habits down at the bottom or at the top. You can use it however you want, but I like that you can see the grids through it. So I would line up all of my writing with those grids, and that way my lines would be straight, because I'm a lefty and I write really sideways if I don't have any sort of lines or grids or anything. So it's a Monday week, going all the way through the end of the week. You get this little space up at the top and a whole half of the page with gridded space. And then these are your daily pages. They are not dated, but you get 1 page per day. So there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you move into your next week, which I love that. I love that the weekly and the daily pages are all together. It just makes so much sense. I do love, love, love all the other Tomoe River paper planners that I have reviewed, and specifically certain brands are just, they speak to my heart, but this totally makes more sense to my mind, that I have my monthly right next to my weeklies, right next to my dailies, so I can start my daily pages and be able to look back and forth. So I could totally see this being a planner that I use to do everything, because all the pages are right next to each other. I'm not flipping a ton back and forth to get my monthly calendar to my weekly page to my daily page in the very back. It's just all there together. So I just love that it's all there together. Now, the one downside with this is it's hard to flip from month to month unless you put on tabs. Like if you put tabs on the actual month page, then it's easy to be able to flip month to month. So like if, let's say I'm making a doctor's appointment for my kid, like their yearly checkup, I would have to flip and find where March is or whatever. I'd have to go flip through, find where March is. And again, like it's cumbersome and annoying to have to do. Oh, I'm finding another week. Even though I see the 2, I'm not seeing an actual monthly calendar anywhere. So where's the monthly calendar? Like I would have to flip like this unless I tab everything. 2, there's lined pages, getting to number 1. Okay. See, I still don't know where the monthly calendar is. There it is. Okay, so I finally found the monthly calendar. So that is going to be, actually that's 2. I went all the way back. I was trying to find 3. There's 3. So I would have trouble with that, just being able to flip through if I didn't tab this up. So I would definitely, if I'm using this as a monthly planner, I would definitely be tabbing those monthly calendars just for the sake of being able to find them. So that's annoying that you would have to search for them a little bit. Whereas before, like all your other planners, all the monthlies are in the front. So you can flip back and forth between the monthlies super easily. That does make it a little challenging. So I would definitely tab this up, but that's how all of the weeks go. You get your monthly, then your weekly overview page, and then you move right into those daily lined pages, which is just awesome. So I really love the way that this one is set up. Let's go all the way to the end here, all the way to December. And then with that last week, you do get the January pages. So find the very last of the pages. So there is your week that ends December 31st. You get the first 5 days of January on this page. Moving in, you get your January calendar, which is great. So you can do a little bit of forward planning, and then you move into your lined pages at the end. And because you have those daily pages, there's not a whole lot of lined pages in the back here. Let's see, it says 27. So 27 lined pages in the back for notes or whatever, but your daily pages are chunked in. So if you need a lot of like meeting notes, let's say you work and you need a lot of meeting notes. You have your weekly schedule here, maybe your hours or whatever you want to track here, and then you have plenty of room for like meeting notes. This could totally be a great work planner just because it has all that room for notes and stuff. So I love this one. I think it's a really, really well-designed planner. I was itching to get it for 2023 and I resisted all year long. So I was so happy to see the 2024's schedule and ended up getting one. So this is definitely one in the running for me. I just love the way that everything's laid out in this one. And this one I feel like has a lot of goodness to it too. It's just not my personal choice for a planner. But there you go. There is a look at all the PaperTess goodness. I will end up getting my other notebook and maybe posting it on Instagram or something, because I don't think it's going to get here in time for this video. Unfortunately, like, their shipping is from Germany. The shipping was so expensive. So just keep that in mind if you're in the United States or somewhere far away from Germany. The shipping is going to get you. So I feel like they were still reasonably priced planners, even with the shipping considered. But that's definitely something to note. Don't be ordering it thinking you're going to get it in a couple of days if you're in the United States, because it does take a while from Germany. So there you go. I love it. I think she did such a great job with all of these. I would love to see the gilded edges again next year for these. And I don't know, I'm just really excited about this one. I plan on using this one for something undetermined yet. I still haven't made my lineup or anything, but I hope you guys liked this look at PaperTess Designs. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what you would use this section for if you've got ideas in your head. I totally could see it being like a sleep tracker or workout tracker of some sort. Okay, because of the way I did my Advent, I have a chance to be able to insert this back in, so I'm super excited about that. I did get my notebook today, and it arrived relatively quickly. I mean, it came from Germany, so it did take a little while, but not nearly as long as I had expected it today, especially with the Christmas season going on right now. I really just expected it to take weeks and weeks, but it arrived. So this is the notebook, and this is how it should have been. If my package had not been dunked in water or something, this is what the package is supposed to look like. So this is a great do-over. It's gorgeous. I love her little glitter craft colored tissue paper here. It's got her little cute sticker. And then, like, my whole other package was completely disintegrated, so I didn't get to see any of this. I will end up taking that off and sticking it in my planner, but look at this. I've got the book. I'm going to take this out. I've got a packing slip in there. I've got all of the cute little papers there. So every order comes with a little coupon for next time, which is great. It has some of the social media stuff on there. And then on the back, not happy with your order, please contact me. I'm sure we will find a solution. So that's really sweet. And then here is my notebook that actually looks like a notebook. It's not all water damaged. And oh, it's gorgeous because of the gold edges. I love, love, love that they did rose gold. I saw a couple of other planners doing edges, but not rose gold edges. So this is just stunning. I love the rose gold against that sand color. It's just like the most beautiful little beige. The rose gold on there, so pretty. So it's just a notebook. I can't remember how many pages it has, but one thing I do like about theirs, I have been really talking up any of these grid Tomoe River paper notebooks or planners where the grid doesn't go all the way to the edge. It just gives it a sleek, nice look. And this one gives you a little bit of room for a header with a darker line at the top and then also a darker line at the bottom. So it just gives it a really nice, sleek look to it. Love the rose gold edges. It's just beautiful. So no numbers, but I think this one is the 400 or 500 page book. It's the beefy book. So very beautiful. So happy that I got a replacement for my damaged one, and it's gorgeous. So I wanted to make sure I included it because all the packaging is just totally on point, unless, you know, the postal service messes your package up like they did mine. But I wanted you guys to see how it was supposed to come. Thankfully, those planners survived, and now I have my brand new notebook. And this is going to be, I think this is one of the only A5 Tomoe River paper notebooks I have. So I may end up playing a lot with this one this next year. I really just have a notebook obsession, and this one is just gorgeous. So it's definitely on the top of my notebook list. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me along, and I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye. I want to take this off.